welcome to my show. Today is a special recipe. It's a very traditional Mangalorean recipe. It's called chicken roce curry. Roce is the juice we extract from coconuts. So to start off, we've got 1 kilo of chicken here. You can use any type of chicken you want, whole chicken. But I've got chicken thighs here today. And if you're using thighs, don't put in the whole thigh. What you do is you cut the thigh lengthwise. So you get the bone, and then you get a bit of the boneless meat as well, right? So we're going to boil the chicken in minimal amount of water. For 1 kilo of chicken, I'd say no more than 1.5 cups of water. Very little water. But I'm going to show you 2 hacks on how to elevate this roast curry. So let's get going. Right, foodies, so we've got a pot. Make sure it's big enough to hold all your curry. As you can see, very little water in there. I'm going to add 1/4 of an onion, just 1/4 of an onion. Half a tablespoon of turmeric. And the hack is this. Half a tablespoon of carrom seeds, also called womo in Mangalore. I think it's called Ajwain in Hindi. And the second hack, half a teaspoon of bafat powder. And of course we shouldn't forget, I'm going to put 1 teaspoon of salt in here. And to this we add our cut chicken. Now that the steam has cleared, you can see that the water just about covers the chicken. That's how little it is, just a cup and a half for 1 kilo of chicken. You're going to let it boil down. You're not going to cook it all the way through. You're going to cook it for maybe 10 minutes, that's it. And 5 minutes from now, I'm going to throw in 2 quartered potatoes. Okay, foodies, welcome back. The chicken's been boiling for about 5 minutes, almost 6 minutes now. And as you can see, it's cooked quite a bit, but not completely cooked, which is the way we want it. Now to this, I'm going to add 2 medium-sized quartered potatoes into about 1 inch sizes is what you're going to get. Traditionally, they don't use potatoes, but I love potatoes in my roast curry. So, in it goes. Just make sure everything is under the curry so it cooks well. We're going to give this 8 minutes. In 8 minutes, your potatoes should be just about cooked. In the meantime, we're going to be making the masala for the roast curry. Right, foodies, welcome back to the next phase of this recipe. This is a really important phase. This is, I'd say, the most critical part of this recipe is where we create something called a korpol. That's a traditional Mangalorean name, sounds funny, yes. But what it involves is frying onions, garlic, and fresh coconut. So I've got about 1.5 tablespoons of coconut oil here. You must use coconut oil. Don't use vegetable oil in this one. Okay, in it goes. And what I've got here is 8 large cloves of garlic cut and 1 medium-sized onion sliced. So the flame is medium, and all we're doing is just browning out the onion and the garlic here. This should take you about 6 minutes. Right foodies, welcome back. So we've been frying this for about 7 minutes now. As you can see, it has browned a bit, and that's about all we want to do with it. Let's just take it out into a bowl, because we're gonna fry our coconut in the same pan. I've got a cup of fresh coconut here. I usually keep in the freezer. Make sure it's thawed out completely before you use this. Fresh coconut is great as well, but you can use previously frozen coconut. I am going to add a bit more coconut oil here. Again, just about a tablespoon, sorry. So this is the color we want. We've been frying this for about 8 minutes. What you also realize is all the coconut flakes are separate, nothing's sticking, and there's this gorgeous fried coconut aroma coming off here. And that's it. I'm going to turn that off. And let's take it off into another bowl just as we did the onions. Right foodies, welcome back. We're going to be frying our chilies now. Your heat should be on very low for this one. I've got 10 Kashmiri chillies. This is what a Kashmiri chili looks like. So, very lightly toast them, very lightly, and on very low heat. As soon as you get that wonderful flavor, this shouldn't take more than 10-15 seconds. 20 seconds at max, because you're just heating them through. Don't try to fry them. Just when you get that lovely, you get this aroma that comes off the frying chilies. You got to take them out. Right foodies, welcome back. So now it's time to roast our spices, and for the spices we're going to dry roast 2 tablespoons of coriander seeds, 1 teaspoon of cumin, half a teaspoon of mustard, half a teaspoon of cloves, about an inch of cinnamon stick. I'm going to use a little bit more. That should do. And 1 teaspoon of pepper seeds. And lastly, what makes this roast curry a roast curry is half a teaspoon of methi seeds. This is what methi looks like. You can get all of these spices at any Indian grocery store or any Indian or any Mangalorean grocery store. So all we're doing is just dry roasting this, just to get, I'm going to move the heat a bit high, but do be careful. As soon as you get this aroma, it's time for you to take it out. It should never get to smoking point. If it gets to smoking point, you're burning your spices. Right, it's about 60 seconds. And I'm happy with this. I can see a light browning. The aroma is exactly what I want. Switch off the heat and tip it into a bowl, like so. Right, foodies, welcome back. Time to grind up the masala. So we're going to tip in the spices we roasted. The coconut we roasted. Just the combination of what I'm smelling right now is heavenly. Oh boy. That's the coconut. The onion and garlic that we fried. And of course the lovely chilies that we dry roasted. Wow. And to bring it all together, we're going to require some water. So I kind of tend to do this. So I've got a 3/4 of a cup of water. So I get everything out from everywhere. And if you see flakes, white flakes in this, that's because I use the same one for the coconut. That's great. Now you might need a bit more water depending on, different factors, but I'll let you know when I'm grinding it what I'm looking for, what kind of thickness, what kind of batter I need. The grinding has to be really fine. It's going to be a really fine masala. It's not a coarse ground masala. So let's get to it. Right, foodies, welcome back. I added another 1/2 cup of water, and this is what coarse grind looks like. We need to let it go for a lot longer for it to get really fine, right? So I'm going to put it back on the mixie and show you what a fine grind looks like. Right, welcome back, foodies. And this is what we're really looking for. As you can see, no brown specks, nothing. And if you were to just do this, it just feels like a paste. Nicely finely ground. This is what you want. And you want this thickness. You do not want it to be watery. The objective is to make this masala with as little water as possible. What I'm frying is half a thinly sliced onion and 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. Some recipes call for ghee. If you like ghee, you can go with ghee, but I like coconut oil. You've got to fry this till it gets to a really brown stage. Welcome back, foodies. This is what we're looking for, nice and brown. We're gonna set that aside. Bring our curry back. This is what it looks like. And into the curry, we're first going to tip in our masala. That's your masala right there. You could put off the heat at this point in time. We don't really need it. We'll put it on later. Right, we tip in our fried onions. Just be careful. I know I'm using steel on a non-stick pan, but I am being careful. Oh, that's lovely. We better keep this. Let's keep it here. In it goes. This is amazing. And this is the thickness you want, and that's why we wanted to make our masala with minimal amount of water, because we do add a bit when we create our coconut milk. I'm going to give it a boil just for another 5 to 6 minutes on very low. serve it with some white rice and a green banana vegetable. I will put up a recipe for it in due course. Right, foodies, welcome back. Time to serve. I would generally eat this with dosas, but today I'm having it with white rice, a simple basmati white rice, and green banana vegetable. I will in due course post a recipe for the green banana. And of course our gorgeous gravy. A bit nearer. So if you like the recipe, do like and subscribe. Thank you for watching my videos. Have a good one.